Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So again, going over my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the SPY. Again, we did mention yesterday that we had our gravestone doji coming out, showing us that rejection to the upside, now having a slight pullback on that continuation from that gravestone doji. Now, where are we headed next? What exactly are we looking for leading into next Wednesday's Fed rate hike? I'm going to go over all of this with you guys. Now, before I jump into this, you guys can do me a huge favor, smash that like button if you find this video useful at all. Hit subscribe if you want to see my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the market every single day. We go over candle structure, overall strength levels, and any key indicators that we need to be focused on. And again, if you are a day trader or you are looking for very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day in the Instables, and again, we mention any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here, we have been going over a few things over the daily chart. We've been going over the dollar because the dollar's weakness has been our strength in the market, and also going over the UVXY on that volatility against the market. As you guys can see, again, following yesterday's gravestone doji, now sitting on a pullback after that gravestone doji, sitting above our 50-day moving average here, looking to see if we can get our 20-day to curl back up here to cross back over our 50 here, looking to see if we can continue on with that momentum and get consolidation coming out here for that possible bullish setup. Again, leading into next Wednesday's Fed rate hike, as we do have anticipation on a possible Fed pivot from, again, 𝐔𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐿 mentioning last Friday that we have a possible Fed pivot with Feds being indecisive leading into our next Fed rate hike. We're going to see exactly what Powell has us in next Wednesday. That's going to show us our true strength on exactly where we're headed next. So jumping into our strength here, again, this is our buy pressure. We have been tracking our increases in strength. Again, we have been continuously increasing in strength, getting that confirmation as our EMA lines have been pointing up, looking to see if we can continue on with buy pressure. We mentioned yesterday that we have our gravestone doji with that rejection to the upside, and that today could be that first white shaded line that came in on that possible setup on anticipation on what Powell may or may not say on a false possible breakout here if he mentions that there is no Fed pivot coming. So again, looking to see if he does confirm 𝐔𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐿's Fed pivot that he mentioned from last Friday, and now getting a white shaded line, possibly going to have anticipation leading into next Wednesday from this white shaded line. No surprise if we have some type of cool down from here, a possible slight cool down here like we had prior with a few white shaded lines, and then possibly look for that continuation on with increases in buy pressure if we get more confirmation with Powell. Or if Powell confirms that we are not getting a Fed pivot anytime soon, then we could continue on with sell pressure from those white shaded lines possibly and have that rejection momentum and strength to the downside as we did prior. As you guys can see, again, we did come up. We had that false break. We came up. However, we didn't have our 26 that was close to crossing above. So again, still looking to see if we can get our 12 and our 26 to cross above the median or MACD, and very much looking for that confirmation with Powell leading into next Wednesday's Fed rate hike, of course, for that possible Fed pivot. Now, looking at the dollar, as you guys can see, again, we mentioned yesterday that we were testing a key support on a possible bounce here on the dollar, which would give us weakness in the market, and that's exactly what happened. Followed that gravestone doji on the SPY and followed that weakness as we had, again, that bounce here on the dollar. So again, just keeping an eye on our candle structure and levels here on the dollar to show us what exactly may be coming next. Again, this is my #1 indicator that I have been tracking on any play that I have been watching on the SPY. Very key that we continue to watch the dollar here, as you guys can see now sitting on a bounce, very much setting up for that possible either bearish setup if we do continue on with our 20 crossing below our 50, and then we will be looking for that possible bearish setup bouncing off of our 20 to the downside. From there, a possible engulfing candle to the downside will give us that strength to the downside. Looking for, again, that bearish setup from here with our 20 crossing below our 50 is what we're looking for on the dollar from here. Now, lastly, looking at the VIX here, as you guys can see, dropping below our 50 like we mentioned a couple days ago, getting that weakness here on the VIX, and we did get strength in the market. However, as you guys can see, losing volatility. If you guys did notice, we were pretty slow at lows of the day. So again, very low volatility today because we did have weakness on the VIX. Looking to see if we do continue on lower here on the VIX as we continue on with weakness on the dollar is going to be that strength in the market to the upside. So again, just keeping an eye on the dollar and the VIX candle structure every single day is extremely key. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader or you are looking for very volatile breakouts, we mentioned any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day in the Instables room, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And all of you Instables that come over every single day and support the channel, I appreciate you guys. We're going to continue to go at it and take what the market gives us in the market. Again, market pretty slow after morning rush, but again, very nice breakouts in the Instables room. Making sure we just take those consistent plays is what we're going to continue to stay focused on. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.